What's going on, guys? Bo Squared here, coming at you with my very first video of this channel. And if my mic sounds terrible, I'm sorry. I'm in the process of trying to get a new one, but for right now, this is all I have. The intentions for this channel are just to have fun, to provide good content, and play new games, and just, in general, have fun with it. And I promise I'll try my best not to breathe directly into the mic every time I need to take a break. As some of you may or may not know, this game is called Fortnite. And what I'm doing here is trying to finish some of these challenges because I'm a little behind and I need to catch up. And in this gameplay here, honestly, I'm not trying very hard. I'm not shooting for first. All I'm doing is trying to finish some of these challenges. And as you can see, it's a slow process. But when I actually do try in this game, I'm still not very good. But I can tell you some quick tips on small things that you can improve your game on to make you a little bit better at this game. One is that every person has 5 slots, and I believe that there's 5 areas that each person needs to have covered in a slot, as in medium range, short range, long range, explosive, and healing of some sort, whether that be a small shield, large shield, med kit, anything of that nature. So that's generally the areas I try to cover most whenever I actually do attempt to perform at my best at this game. But as you can see, I'm not trying very hard at all. So I usually it's pretty much preference over what weapon you need. Yeah, that was an extreme fail right there. But it's a preference on what weapons you're best with. Because some days I'm much better with the pump, or much more accurate, I should say, with the pump. Or some days I would much rather prefer a tactical shotgun, mainly because you can get more shots off than with a pump. So that's generally what I'll pick up if I had a choice between, unless it was at least 2 color levels ahead of it. So if I picked up a green tactical shotgun and found a blue pump, I would probably pick up the blue pump, but again, it just depends on how good I'm playing it that day. So in general, you know, I try to have those, and you can see on the screen that I have my medium range covered with my AR, I have my short range covered with my shotgun, I have the silenced pistol, which is also short range, short to medium range, but I don't think I'm going to stay with that very long. I think that'll be the next gun I change out in the case of me finding a better or another area that I need covered in general. So I have my health covered with the small potions. I have my explosive damage with the grenades, but I need a long range and a general upgrade of most of my weapons within my equipment right now. That's why at this point I've stopped trying to do the challenges, and I'm just trying to upgrade, trying to find better equipment to continue on with the game, or to survive a decent amount in the game. Some more tips and tricks, I guess you could say, to this game is whenever you're collecting material, especially if it's in a tree or a large boulder or an entire building in general. Buildings, it's not as prevalent, but whenever you're collecting materials from a large tree especially, don't take down the entire tree, because if anyone within sight distance of you at all sees an entire tree just vanish, they're going to instantly know your exact location, and if they think they can battle with you and win the fight, then they will. They will head directly over there and murder you every time. And I'm speaking from experience, because it's happened to me a lot. But as important as it is in solo games, I believe it's even more important in squad games, because if you and 3 of your friends decide to go to a place like Shifty Shafts, known for its extravagantly tall trees, and just start laying waste to the land and taking tree after tree down, it's going to attract attention and cause fighting. And maybe you're looking for attention. Maybe you're looking to grab the attention of people. But if you're not, and you're just trying to collect, it's early in the game and you're just trying to collect materials, definitely don't take down the entire tree, because that is a surefire way to have an enemy nipping at your heels at least the rest of the game. Once they start seeing trees being taken down one by one, it's an obvious sign of where you are, and it's a dead giveaway. And another tip new Fortnite players may not know is that every time you go to harvest materials from an object, whether it be a fence, a tree, a piece of wood, a brick, anything like that, a little blue circle looking like a target is going to pop up. That signifies a weak spot in the materials you're harvesting. So the more you hit that spot, the quicker the object is going to fall. So generally with trees, you hit once and it takes 50 of the health away from the tree. But if you hit the target, it takes 100 health away. Also providing you with a little bit more wood. This guy came from the left to right across my screen, and I didn't see him at all due to the grass sticking up and the bush in front of me. But I heard his footsteps, so I knew he was close by. That's one thing that has drastically improved my gameplay over the time I've been playing this game, is getting a headset and a mic that work well enough to let you communicate with your allies and hear the game around you, because every single thing you do in this game has its own individual noise, and I believe that's why Fortnite is set above some of the other games that are in this game type. One of the reasons why I believe I won that last battle was because he was using an automatic weapon and I was using a burst style weapon. Because, in my opinion, the burst has much more accuracy, because, in my situation at least, due to the fact that every time I try to shoot with a burst, I readjust my sight to where it needs to be, and then shoot my next burst. With the automatic weapons, in my case, I tend to aim where I need to be, hold down the trigger, shoot just about half the magazine before I try to readjust again, and if I'm close enough, it works fine. But longer distances, or even medium distances, I feel that the burst outweighs the AR style rifle in accuracy 9 times out of 10. I don't know what that guy was trying to do. He was trying to shoot me with a... He didn't have really many options, I guess, but he definitely could have built and fortified a higher status than what I was at to try to, you know, snipe me down with the shotgun, because those are deadly close range. But some of you may have been able to tell that I switched around my weapons. Every time I pick up a new weapon, I switch it around. I switch up my inventory bar, because I think it's important to I think it's important to have the appropriate amount of weapons at the front of the bar where I'm going to be starting. And that sounds weird, but I'll explain. What I'm saying is, how I have it set up right now is my optimal attack strategy. So I have my medium to long range weapon, first that I'm going to use for most of my original interactions. I have my secondary gun, which is usually if I carry a pump, that's where I'm going to set the pump. Is my second slot, because if I miss or don't hit, or if I miss and or get too close to them in general after my initial interaction with the person, then I can immediately switch to my pump, try to get a headshot, because at one headshot, that at a close enough range, that shotgun blast will annihilate just about anyone, especially if it crits. But as you can see, what I just did right there was I appropriated my equipment bar, because again, in situations which are varying, as in just like that one there, I switch all the way over to my grenades to my far right to throw them, then I immediately switch back to my, well, I threw more grenades, and then I switch back to my main weapon. It's, especially in a close range battle, I feel if you use your medium weapon, which is the SCAR right now, medium to long range, if you use that weapon and then immediately switch to a shotgun once you get close enough to interact with the person, then it'll increase your chances of winning at least tenfold. But I kill those two, well, I kill one of them, and then run up to these guys. I have no clue what's going on, but the video's just about to be done because I was not ready for this guy. I did something very stupid. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my very first video. Please like, subscribe, and give me any type of criticism, because this is my very first one. So I need to improve, I know that. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment. Any feedback y'all could give me would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Have a good day.